What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be streaming MTG Arena. It's been a while and the embargo is finally lifted so we can stream freely. I just did a game. I was recording, but I figured something like this, you're better off streaming it, and I'll put the stream up after. So right now we're just going to go through some of these missions, and we just did win 2 games with a red and green deck. We did 1. We're going to do the other one right now. Alright, so let's just jump back in. The deck I'm using is the Sun Empire deck. It's pre-con. It's pre-built. I only changed 2 cards so far. Since I scrapping the video completely, the interface, it's obviously going to take some getting used to, but outside of the game, outside of the actual game, this is one of the changes I made, was putting in Vizier. I'm going to see, it's tough. I'm going to keep this. It's tough because unlike Eternal, when you mull, you lose a card right away, right? Luckily I drew a land there. But yeah, the interface outside of the gameplay, when you're on the main menu, it's a lot smoother than Moto. It's to be expected. It's dealing with a lot less stuff than Moto is, which is what I think Magic Online needs to begin with. When Martyr of Dust dies, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. Okay, so they're probably going the vampire route here, and I'm obviously going the dinosaur route. That's a trade I would take all day. As far as in-game, the first thing I will say that I do not like at all is these 5% tapped lands are a huge pet peeve for me. I'm from the school of, if you're going to tap your land, tap it all the way or don't tap it at all. I'm going to block here because I do get a 3/3 from that. Let's see. It's not bad. Let's attack for 3. Obviously hold up Savage Stomp. I'm gonna play this Death Spitter for now. It can trade with this. When enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a vampire card, reveal it, and shuffle the library, put that card on top of it. Okay, so it's basically the vampire version to the Forerunner of the Empire. Same thing. He didn't attack that turn, though. So we have some options here. Let's go land. Gonna go choose this and this. I could have also played the Vizier this turn. No attackers. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll leave this as a blocker for now. And they're down to 3 cards. We already know that they search for this guy. They can search for another one right now as well, which is pretty good if they want to. Okay, so they're searching for Champion of Dusk. 5/4/4/4. When Champion of Dust enters the battlefield, you draw X cards, you lose X life, where X is the number of vampires you control. So he's gonna be drawing at least one card when he comes into play. Jeez. Yeah, 5's a lot. We're just gonna have to hold that for now. Problem here is we're up to 5. I think we just pass. Yeah, we're just gonna pass a turn. Samut does have flash. Didn't feel good to trade off my 3/3 for what happened there. And the trigger was this. Whenever another vampire enters the battlefield near your control, target creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. And he did play a lot of vampires that turn. Yeah, so something's going to get pretty big here as well. Jeez. So much value. I don't want to trade Samud for a 4/3. Okay, never mind. Now it's too big. Now it's too big. Maybe he attacks with more than just the 6/5. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to take 6. This is brutal. End of turn, put that in. What's this? As an additional cost to play Thunder Herd Migration, reveal a dinosaur card from your hand, or pay 1. Search your library for a basic land card, put into battlefield, tap, and shuffle your library. Okay. Let's get this out. Definitely going to take action. I think I have to go for the Burning Sun's avatar. Nothing else here is really... Ooh. Itali could be good. But it's not immediate, while the avatar is quite immediate. I think I gotta grab the avatar. Put that on top. No attacks. Not in a good position. Of course, a vampire. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, you may have target vampire get +2. This deck, I don't think I'm going to beat this deck. This deck seems really well crafted versus our stock deck. So I'm probably going to have to throw something together that's a bit more cohesive than this. Yeah, no blocks. Let's just get out of this one. This one's a wrap. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna fix this deck up. Oops. Cancel that. Okay. So I need something with red-green. I'm not sure if I make... If If I make a Naya deck, I'm not sure if this will still trigger or if it has to be just red-green. So I'm going to focus on red-green. Let's see what we have at the high end and then kind of build around that. Harsh Mentor. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land on the battlefield, if it isn't a mana ability, it does 2 damage to them. Okay. Combat Celebrant. 4/1. Insert it this turn. You may insert it as it attacks. When you do, untap all other creatures you control, and after this phase, there's an additional. Okay. And this steals creatures for a turn. So it looks like most of our rares or mythic rares are on the dinosaur side. Brain Sun's Avatar, we have Atali, Silverclad. What does this do? 7 for 8/5. Dealt damage, each opponent sacrificed. Oh, okay. Expensive though. And Star of Extinction costs 7 to destroy a land and deal 20 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. That's a board wipe. Channeler Initiate. When Channel Initiate enters the battlefield, put 3 -1/-1 counters on target creature you control. Remove a 1/1 counter from Channeler Initiate. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. So basically, it's 2 for 0/1 that can add a mana of any color to your mana pool by tapping, and it slowly grows. Okay. Mouth makes a 3/3 hippo token, not a dinosaur. And the Aftermath is to draw a card for each creature you control with power 3. This is not bad. This actually works really well in a dinosaur deck, I would say. And Pride Sovereign, it's not going to be as good in a red-green deck. Vizier just works even if I go the dinosaur route. Actually, what I should do first, let me discard this. I should open these packs. And then go into that. Growing Rights. Enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them, put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 more creatures, you transform it, and it turns into a Gaia's Cradle. Okay. Daring Saboteur. Can make it unblockable, and when it deals combat damage to a player, you loot. Hour of Promise. Search your library for up to 2 land cards. Put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Then if you control 3 or more deserts, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. It's actually not bad. I might still run this because my dinosaurs are so expensive. Getting 2 extra lands on 5 or 4 is not horrible. Might run Beneath the Sands as well. Not gonna be using that right now. Do they still have to send you an invite to the closed beta, or is it available on mobile already? I don't know if it's available on mobile yet. I actually just got into the beta yesterday or the day before, so I'm not sure if they fixed that yet. Hour of Glory. Exile target creature. If that creature was a god, its controller reveals his or her hand and exiles all cards. Okay. When Crocodile of Crossing enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. And it's 4 for 5 for with haste. This is actually pretty decent. And we have a demon. It's not bad. It's 5 for 5 for flyer in black. Again, not something we're going to be using right away. Right now we're just looking for red and green. Glorybringer I might throw into this dinosaur deck. This is just so good. As a matter of fact, it might be more of a red-green deck with a dinosaur sub-theme. So let's grab Glorybringer and the others. Glorybringer goes in for sure. I already said these two are going to go in. Still iffy on Star of Extinction. Mouth I said was good to go. Vizier, obviously. Emperor's Vanguard. Whenever World Shaper attacks, you may put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. When it dies, put all line cards. I'm going to skip that one. Said I was going to try it, Hour of Promise. Samut seems good as well. I think I'm going to skip Verdant Sun's Avatar. Might skip that as well. Okay. Search for some dinos. So dinosaur spells you cast cost 1 less, and you can give a dinosaur haste. I only have 1 though. I don't even know if it's worth playing at 1. Get these because they tutor for dinos. Not sure about that, but Savage Stomp is a straight up removal spell. We'll grab Thunderbraid Migration. Snap-in Sailbacks. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in. It's 5 for a 4/4, but it has flash, so you can put it in, block something, and make it a 5/5. Whenever Raging attacks, deals 1 damage to any target. And it's 4/4/4/4, so it's pretty good on curve. Grab those 2 as well. Let's see what we have for commons. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, reveal a dinosaur or land, put into your hand. I'll put these in. If it was a graveyard, I'd probably skip them, but okay, so let's eliminate dinosaur from there. Go back to uncommon. See if we can let's see if we can find some tutors. So for sure, Ranging Raptors goes in. When Forerunner of the Heralds enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a Merfolk card. No, we're gonna skip on that. Search your library for a basic land card, put into battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. The aftermath is blue, so I'm gonna pass on that. We'll grab Beneath the Sands. It does have Cycling, so that's always an option. And what are we at? We're at 49. Do we have any lands worth putting in? Not really. Okay. See if we missed anything. Since I'm only 2 colors, it makes sense to just run those. It's just Desert Dew, enters battlefield tapped. It has Cycling as the main claim to fame there. Remnant runes can do 2 damage to an opponent. I don't think these are necessary in what I'm going for. Let's see if I missed anything that I can just use to top this off. Yeah, I'm going to actually put Channeler Initiate in, since it does tap for 1 mana of any color if I do it right. I kind of want to avoid going to 7, but I'm looking at the deck now and I feel like I might be able to get there. The token looking thing, Slowpoke? That's a good question. I was wondering that myself. Talking about these, right? I'm not sure what they are. I'm really not sure what they are. And it hasn't been giving me any indication, right-clicking or anything like that. So I'm not really sure what they're used for. See if there's any indication. Store. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're for currently. I would love to know though, so if anyone else in the chat knows what they're for, feel free to say something. I'll grab these. I'm just trying to top the deck off at this point. Exert Anti-Crusher as it attacks. When you do, target creature can't block this turn. It's a 3/2. What are we at? We're at 54, so we need 6 more things in here. There was a crocodile, if I remember correctly, that I said I was going to throw in. Okay, I'm going to throw in the branch walker. It does explore. Yeah, this. I said I was going to throw this in, so I'll throw it in. Since I'm pretty lacking on stuff right now anyways. And I'm actually going to throw in this Thrashing Brontodon, since it is artifact and enchantment removal. I don't think I have any walkers. I did have walkers before they wiped everything. Grab a Braid. Braid seems pretty good. Lightning Strike seems good as well. You gain 4 life. If a creature died this turn, you gain 8 life instead. Don't think I'll be needing that. Enter the Unknown though. I'll rock that. I get to make a unit explore, and I get to play an additional land. That could be good early game. And again, on the dinosaur sub-theme, I can use this as removal. Puts us to... Alright, we're actually over. So those last two cards we put in. Let's cut those two. And we'll rock with this. Alright, so let's give this a shot. See if it functions any better than the pre-con that we were using before. Alright, let's try it again. Versus Volrath. That sounds like... It sounds like it's perfect for Magic. Alright, so opening hand, we do have Growing Rights. It does cost 3. A Braid. I'm gonna keep this. So worst case, we can cycle Beneath the Sands. And we have a Braid in hand already. Alright, that was a good draw. So on 2 we can go Merfolk Branchwalker. As I said before, this 10% tap-in is tilting to me. So create 2 1/1 white vampire creatures with lifelink. Let's go power. I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Not sure that I want to trade this off. The economy system, I'm not completely sure on it yet. What I expected it to be was something similar to the Duel of the Planeswalkers, except slightly better. After this game, I'll go at the store and we'll take a look at it. Let's see, this costs 4. I'll go with Growing Rights this turn. I think if they do something similar to Eternal, it'll be good enough. What would you like it to be like? Would you prefer if the cost of mythics and stuff be dependent on just their rarity, similar to Eternal? For example, everything that's at mythic level costs the same, or would you prefer if each card is on its own merit? I think I made a play mistake there. I think I should have played... No, that was the only land I had. I thought this was a land for a second. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. It's the only thing I'm worried about, Cat. I'm gonna just let these trade. Seems fine. And let's go search. Because that's one of my problems with Modo is some of the cards' prices are so inflated, and as a digital card game, one of the pros that you should be able to take advantage of is making things cost a certain amount. But that's just me. I don't know if this is worth exerting. Yeah, let's just go with this. I really want this game to work though, because as much as I love Moto, the interface is so hard for me to deal with, and the more digital card games I play, the harder it becomes when you see other card games that are doing it better than Moto is. I'm gonna go with Glorybringer. Yeah, let's exert. And we're gonna go commune. Hopefully we hit something. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Enters the battlefield if you control desert, or there is... Let me finish reading the card. As a desert in your graveyard, you gain 3 life. Enchanted creature can attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Okay, fair enough. Let's just kill this. Alright, so he gets to search for a vampire here if he wants to put on top of his library. And he searched for Bishop of Binding. When Bishop of Binding enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until Bishop of Binding leaves the battlefield. Whenever Bishop of Binding attacks, target vampire gets +X until end of turn, where X is the power of the exile card. That's actually pretty good. So he's going to be targeting my 6/6 no doubt. And I have a Braid. Alright, so I have enough to do both these. And because my Glorybringer isn't doing anything, I can put the 1/1 counter on that. Combat. I'm gonna swing with both. If he takes it, he drops to 5. Alright, so we're gonna... I'm not trying to lose my 5/4 right now. So I'm going to keep this tempo going, so we'll do that. And I already know what they're drawing. They're going to be removing our 6/6. Okay. Let's just go to combat. When does this trigger again? If I control 4 more creatures. Alright. So I've been 1 away from doing that every turn. Astonishment, I wouldn't say it's worse. I'd say that prices for certain things are inflated. Alright, so this is a 2/2 now. Unfortunately, we cannot kill it by attacking with this. We can kill this, which means we can do not lethal. It's going to be close either way. Actually, never mind. This has haste. It works. Forgot this has haste. So I'll go to the store and take a quick look. Obviously, it's still in the beta, so you can only see so much. We got 300 for finishing that. Alright, so currently, you can't see how much gems cost. One pack is 1,000 gold, and I don't really have anything to compare how much gold you get from winning something. We just got 300 from winning that, but it was for the mission, not for winning the game. So there might be a 15-minute cooldown on the quest. If that's a thing, that's pretty cool. Alright, the next one is cast 12 green or white spells. I could just continue playing this red-green deck and get this done. I'm only 2 away. So I'll probably do one more with this. The only thing is the third quest is for win 2 games with a white-blue deck. So I'll probably build a white-blue deck. And doing this quest can finish this one as well, because we'll be playing white. So let's see if we have enough stuff to throw something together. First, let's look at what they have. It might be easier to just add to this. So, at the top end, they have River's Rebuke. Angler Drake is 6 for a 4/4, flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target creature to its owner's hand. So it's a 6-mana unsummon. And we have Spell Swindle, 5-mana counterspell. Oh, by the way, Astonishment, you don't like the ecosystem in Eternal? Or the economy in Eternal, I should say? Counter target spell, create X colorless treasure artifact tokens. This isn't bad, it's expensive. Glyph Keeper is 5 for a 5/3 flyer. When it becomes the target of a spell or ability for the first time, counter that spell. That's pretty good, I like that. And it has Embalm. I kind of doubt I'll switch from Eternal, but I don't really want this game to steal the player base either. Yeah, the Eternal player base could be larger. I don't think this game will steal Eternal's player base. I still think, again, this isn't beta, but I do think Eternal's in UI and everything else is a lot smoother. I think Eternal is everything that I wanted a digital Magic the Gathering copy to be. I haven't seen anything to indicate that I can craft cards yet, Slowpoke, which could be in the final product, and I would love if that was a thing that you could do. That's good to hear, Astonishment. I'm a big fan of Eternal. I hope it sticks around. I think it will. Angel of Sanctions, 5 for a 3/4. I think we might just test this out, see if we have any cards we can add to it. Yeah, maybe Cat can elaborate if they're still around. I don't know. Maybe they just meant exactly what you guys mentioned about crafting and everything else. Maybe Cat figures that won't be an issue because they're not trying to go that route. This deck looks really random, but I think we're gonna just rock with this and see. We'll work our way down from Rare and Mythic and see what's here that could improve on this. We're not even running that many creatures, I don't think. I'm not gonna lie, the more I look at this deck, the more it looks not very good. Also seems Radiant Destiny is not gonna be good in here at all. Our creature base is all over the place. 4 mana 3/3 flyer with Vigilance seems like it would fit right in here though. Let's see what it does. Pay 3 and tap to exile another target creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Or pay 3 to exert Angel of Condemnation. Exile another target creature until Angel of Condemnation leaves the battlefield. Yeah. I think we can make a spot for this in the deck. Anything with evasion and, well, it doesn't tap from attacking. Anything like that works really well in these kind of decks. If an effect would create one or more tokens under your control. No, that doesn't fit. We just faced this, but it's not really good in what we're going for. Other horses you control have indestructible. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain life this turn, create a 5/5 white horse creature token. Tempted to run Regal Caracal. Might be decent in here. Nezahal Primal Tide. 7 for 7/7. Can't be countered. You have no maximum hand size. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card. Discard 3 cards and exile him. Return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. I don't know if I can get the full value off this guy. Alright, pull from tomorrow. I'm definitely going to be playing. I swear there was something else I said I was going to put in. Right, Angel of Condemnation. And I got to cut 2 cards. That seems pretty good. I'll leave that. This seems really good in this kind of build. So does this. Actually, Inksaland's Binding seems really strong. And a clone seems good. I'm not sure what my cuts are. I'm actually looking at Spell Swindle as a cut. I'm gonna cut that. Is there anything else I wanted to add where I can cut this last Sunborn Sentry? Actually, it won't be a unit, it would be a spell, most likely. When Trial of Solidarity enters a battlefield, creatures you control get +2/+0. Alright, let's go with Gale Strike. Let's give this a shot. So I don't want to be in here too long. Where is it? Ah, there it is. We have What do you guys think? I'm tempted to keep this, but I'm gonna mull. So that highlights one of the reasons I love Eternal. I love that you can see this is a worse hand than the previous one. I love that you get a free mull in Eternal. Because I just mulled to 5, which really sucks. Especially in a control deck. I should have kept the first hand. Let's end the turn. I think I'm going to just cycle this. Yeah, let's just cycle this. Alright, what does this do? Target creature can't attack this turn. So I'm gonna play this. It comes into play tap, but next turn I can play Edifice of Authority and activate it, so I'm gonna take a lot of damage this turn though. Ouch. This is pretty rough. I wanted to play this, but really I can't let this attack exert, and I'm just dead on that turn. I don't think we're going to win this, though. We're so far behind. We're taking at least 5 this turn. Yeah, this is a wrap. That was rough. I do not like this deck at all, but I'm going to give it another try. We did mull to 5. I'm going to keep this time. I think I learned my lesson, and I have 2 cards I can cycle. Since I can cycle on his turn, there's no point for me to do anything right now. Alright, let's cycle this. I want to cycle this to draw a land, but I'm just going to end the turn. Might end up being that I get to counter something. Alright, let's cycle this. See if we can hit that 3rd land. Nice. Still gonna play this, just get something out there. I mean, I could hold up something else, but he has his own sensor. Gonna attack before anything else. Interesting. So is this is a sorcery, draw 2 cards if you have City's Blessing, draw 3 cards instead. We cannot play much else. Just gonna pass it over. We need one more plains, one more white line to play this. Right now this is a draw 2, discard 1. I want it to be at least a draw 3, discard 1. Alright, let's go to combat. Looks like they're missing land drops too. Oh, never mind, they're at 5 lands. They did not miss their land drop at all. Alright, so at the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. I'm going to attempt to play this. Whether it's going to resolve, I don't know. It's obvious they're playing counter spells. They had Censor, and they're not playing a lot of stuff on board. This is the opposite of what my deck wants to be doing, though. I should be hitting my land drops every turn. Alright, creatures I can deal with. Creatures I can deal with. Oh, tap creature, right. Alright, let's draw 2 cards. I'm gonna cycle this. I'm trying to hit a line drop. Not happening. Get rid of that. And let's get rid of that. This is rough. I might, if I play this again, I might just scrap it completely and build one from scratch. Say I don't like the way this deck functions at all. This is cool though. These are discarded, but because they have Embalm and Eternalize, they kind of left them here on the side. That's a pretty cool effect. I don't think that 2/3 is going to be doing more anyways, so might as well block. Is anyone in chat in the beta? Still no land. Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna opt. Hopefully I can hit a land from here. Gonna bottom that. Jeez. Finally. Yep, you got it. You got it. I have no mana. That one hurt. Losing that to Censor sucks. Let's draw. Maybe we hit a white land finally. Nope. Okay, so we're at 11, which means he has lethal on board. Only have 5 lands. We can bomb this. That would leave us with 2. We could play this and activate it. Alright, let's go like this. It's a good draw. I actually wish I played this before I played the other land. And now... actually just going to play this turn. I don't know if he has a counter. It's a possibility he does. A braid. It's pretty good. One, two, three, 4, 5. And this costs 1 less for each instant sorcery, so it's pretty cheap right now for him. Yeah, this one's a wrap. There's no board wipe in here or anything like that. Okay, so let's go build something from scratch. See what we got at the big end and work her way down. I do know I have 2 cats. I have 2 regal caracals, so I can try to build something around that, which would mean running Radiant Destiny. Let's see what else we have. Grab that. I still think the Glyph Keeper is good. Being able to counter the first spell that targets it is not bad, and Clone is good as well. Did like this, it just didn't work out for me. Grab Okay, so I don't know if Slowpoke's still around, but it looks like that's what these are for. That's interesting. Has me rethinking things a little bit now. I only have one. Alright, let's just confirm it. Okay, so it's confirmed. You do have some form of craft and it's from these things. That's good to know. Let's keep the flying theme going. When this enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or less. They get back a 3/3 with trample after the fact, huh? Yeah, I'm happy to see that. The ones I have I got from packs, so I don't know if there's another way to get them besides in packs, but that's still a pretty cool feature. Gonna grab this. And I'm guessing they have for rare commons, uncommons, or whatever. Yeah, turn 1 uncommon wildcard into Desert's Hold. I'm not sure if that's what I want to spend it on, though. This is 4 for 3/3 flyer. Enters the battlefield, now the target creature you control gets +1/+1 fly until end of turn. I like this. It might fit the tempo I'm going for. Alright, so cast out is definitely something I want to craft. I think just 3 for now. Turn target non-land permanent owner's hand. If you have the city's blessing, you may put on top of the owner's library instead. It's pretty good. And this isn't creature, it's non-land. So I do like that. Actually, instead of crafting all these, let me make sure, see how many, I have 1 left. Should have kept a better eye on that. Counter target creature spell, you get a treasure artifact token. Supreme Will, definitely. Supreme Will is just a good card. I like this card. This is actually a card I might run in EDH. Alright, so flying 3 for a 2/2. This I'm going to put in for sure, and the reason is pretty heavy on the 4 part of my curve right now. I could use some stuff at 3. And I just got stomped by this card. Where are we at, by the way? 48. And we can craft 7 common cards. We have 7 of these wild cards for commons. Whenever you cast a blue, black, or red spell, you gain 1 life. Trying to be a bit more on the aggressive side of blue-white. Compulsory rest. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Enchanted creature has pay 2, sacrifice this creature, you gain 2 life. Let's run 2 of those. When Martyr of Dust dies, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. I don't think I have enough vampires to run this. Let's run a couple negates as well. What are you looking at for units? We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This wasn't supposed to be in here. 9. Alright, I need some more units. You may exert Glory Bound initiate as it attacks. When you do, it gets +1/+3 and gains lifelink until end of turn. So it becomes a 4/4 till end of turn. Alright, I'm gonna actually put the Regal Cats in. City's Blessing. This would be really good. City's Blessing is really... It takes a while. This would be stronger if I was running more weak units. So I'm gonna throw this in, just because I'm picking right now like I have all the cards, but I don't have all the cards, so I gotta treat it that way. Oh, that's pretty good too. Puts us to 58. Let's get 2 more cards in and give this a test run. Alright, let's give this a shot. Wait, what? Oh, I'm still short 1. Interesting. Alright, what do I want the last one to be? Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't attack with a creature this turn, sacrifice Curious Obsession. Alright, let's put in Riddle form. Seems good for what we're going for. And let's give this a shot. I don't think it can be any worse than the stock one we're playing. This guy's name's Stompy. I'm gonna be a bit disappointed if he's not playing a very creature heavy deck. So the fact that all 5 of these say hello means you can probably change them to say something else. Ugh. Forget it. I'm just gonna let it rock. I'll cycle Censor pretty early if I need to. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Did they mull? I think they mulled. Alright, that's a really good draw. Alright, I don't like that. I clicked end turn, then I had to click it to confirm, and then it gave me another opportunity to end the turn again. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, let's counter that. Alright, that's a good draw. I can play Angel on 4 right now. And I'll still hold up Censor for now. You never know, I could get lucky. And I don't need to actually cycle it yet. Well, let's see if this resolves. Yep. I think he was looking for cancel there. And here's something that I like, which I always thought was really good in Eternal. A flying card is actually floating off the field. It seems like a small thing, but again, those are things you should be able to do in a digital game. Alright, what does this do? Yeah, we just pass here. We put a lot of removal. We put a lot of removal in here. But the whole point is to land stuff like this and then just take control from there. I'm assuming that they're missing a color. I figure they're running more than one color. Tempted to cycle this, but since opponent's not doing anything, just relax for now. Yeah. They must have been missing a color. There's no way they weren't missing a color. Okay, so we got 50 gold for that win. And a pack's 1,000, which is... I guess it's not the worst. I will do one more. We're trying to win one more game with the blue-white deck, so we'll do another one. See, the last hand I at least had 2 counter spells with all the blue lands. I'm not gonna keep this. This I am gonna keep. No, I can't play that anytime soon. I don't really have any instants or sorceries in my hand either. So no one in chat is in this beta? Just end. I'm gonna hold this up. It's better used to exile something than cycling right now. Plus I'm not short on lands. I just have a slow hand. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. That takes care of cast out. I guess I can also just cast that out. Cast out as flash. However, I wanna make sure he can't cast any more of these. So let's go with Lesson for now. If anyone in chat's new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe down below if you like the content. Eleven's pretty low. I think I'm just gonna do this. Actually, I can do it on his turn. It's fine. Now, let's do this now. I can deal with the horse after. And this happens on and step only if he gained life. So I can pass it for now. That was my mistake. I thought I had another cast out when what I actually had was another Excellence bind in. So that's why I took 5 there that I did not need to take at all. That's just reminding me how tired I am. I should definitely get off after this game. What a play mistake. Alright, so we have 4, 7, which means we can play something and hold up negate. So let's go for that. I'd actually rather lose this than lose the Angel of Condemnation. One card left in hand. Fine with that because one removal spell doesn't take care of this. Okay, so he didn't attack. Gonna pass it back. I'll stay on defense for now. If he doesn't do anything, then of course I can start activating this. Alright, I want to activate this ability. The beauty of Vigilance there is I can do that. I can attack with it first and tap it during combat. I can actually cycle Censor. There's no way it's going to counter anything at this point. They have so much land. Exile Watchers of the Dead. Each opponent chooses 2 cards in his or her graveyard and exiles the rest. Okay. Doesn't fly. Which is why we went this route with all the flyers. Alright, so let's cycle this. So this is lethal next turn. I'll hold up Gale Strike. And I don't need to play Tempest Caller. I'll save this in case he plays a flyer. So most creature-based answers I have an answer for, because this should be good next turn. I have this and I have this. You can see that they're playing with all their cards. It's funny people still do that no matter what the game is. At least I'm assuming he's doing that. That's probably just an effect of the game, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so that gets countered. And you have one land untapped. This also isn't lethal, even if I didn't have this currently. GG. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up this stream there. Let's claim this. It's pretty obvious I'm tired. Endless Sun. Oh, we got a legendary. Add one colorless mana to your mana pool, exile target creature you control, or sacrifice Endless Sands. Return each creature card exiled with Endless Sands to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's not bad. Yeah, so for my first impressions on this, like I said, the interface outside of the games, definitely smoother than MTGO, but they're not working with as many assets or anything like that, so that makes sense. In game, I have some pet peeves, but it's not that bad from what they've shown so far. It's hard to see the whole economy. Packs we know cost 1,000 gold. I don't know if that's going to be too much or not yet. I mean, we got there by doing some of the daily quests, so that's not too bad. Overall, I'd say more plus than negative so far. But nothing I've seen so far to make me switch away from Eternal or anything like that, like Astonishment was saying. But thanks for watching, and as I said, if you're new to the stream, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below. And I'll try to do some more streams of Eternal, like I've been doing recently, and some more of MTG Arena as well.